Have the best week of your life. That's what the guy said Sunday morning as he dismissed the church crowd. As soon as he said that, the room came to life. People started chatting with all those around them, bending over, picking up their empty coffee cups and soda cans. A few people you could tell had ingested a little too much fluid because they were making a mad dash for the door. And then you had those people who were eyeballing the exits because you knew their stomachs were growling. But me, I just sat there. I kind of froze, actually. Tipped my head sideways and smiled. Have the best week of your life. I looked at my husband, Tim. He'd already stood up and pulled his coat on. I said, did you hear what he just said? Have the best week of your life. Tim just grinned at me because he knows how words can make my heart soar. I love that. How often do you get to hear that? I stood up, started putting on my jacket, and I looked around. Nobody else seemed amazed, but I certainly was. Have the best week of your life. I like that guy, and I like this place, I told Tim. What a powerful message those 7 short words were. 7 short words. None of the words had more than 4 letters each in them. The whole sentence only has 25 letters. I counted. But nonetheless, a powerful and positive message. Proverbs 18:21 says, words kill, words give life. They're either poison or fruit. You choose. We've all been the victim at one time or another of words that kill. You know, those words that people say to us that we replay in our mind over and over again. Those words that stick with us for years. Sometimes those words just pop up at the most unexpected moments. For me, it's weird, but it seems like it's when I'm in the shower or when I lay down at night. I guess that's when I shut my mind off from the activities of the day. But words can kill. When I was a teenager, I worked at Target department store. I was a happy teenager, well-adjusted. I was active in extracurricular activities, had my part-time job, worked really hard to get good grades. I was just basically a happy teenager. This one particular day, I was especially happy because it was payday and because I had a date that night. I had this new purple top and skirt that I was going to wear, and on my last break, I had spotted some purple heels that would match perfectly. I wanted to take some of my paycheck and buy those heels. So on my next break, I headed for the shoe department. Found the heels. I was bent over trying them on. I had one shoe on. I was putting on the other shoe, and I got this sense that somebody was standing close to me. You know, you can sense that when somebody gets in your space. So I glanced over to my right, and there was this older lady standing there very close to me, and she was just staring at me. I stood up, and she just kept staring at me for a second. Finally, she said, "What's wrong with your arm?" Well, for those of you who don't know me, I have a prosthetic left arm. I smiled at her. I'm used to that question. I said, "I was born with one arm." She stood there again for a few more seconds, somber, not an ounce of emotion on her face. And then, as cold as ice, she said, "Well, somebody in your family must have done something really bad for you to have been born with an arm like that." She spun around on her heels and she walked off. I just stood there. The only word I can think of that describes how I felt at that moment is crushed. In just an instant, this total stranger took me from happy teenager to crushed. My arm a punishment? I never even considered that. My family had always encouraged me and told me I was special. We knew there were challenges in my life, but we'd always just pushed through them and just looked at life with a positive attitude. But my arm of punishment, I mean, that lady crushed me. Words that kill. Well, I eventually got over those words. It didn't take me long to realize she was the problem, not me. But you know, it's been 35 years, and I still remember those words. If I live 35 more years, I will still remember those words. Yes, words can kill. But you know, they can also give life. I wonder if that guy Sunday morning had any idea that he inspired somebody with his final phrase. I'm sure he didn't. But he did inspire somebody. He inspired me. We should never underestimate the power of words, because words can make our hearts soar. Words can give life. Words can inspire. Welcome to the Inspired channel, and have the best week of your life.